So today I wanted to showcase to you guys how you can protect your property and your bikes from would-be thieves, because theft definitely does happen. Porch pirates are everywhere and they will steal massive bike boxes. Believe me, I paid the ultimate price back in 2019 having a bike worth thousands of dollars shipped to me and it was stolen. I had no way to prove that it was stolen. I had no camera system to dispute it or deter the theft from ever happening. With that being said, I went straight to Amazon and bought my very first camera system by Eufy, and it was well worth the money. Back in 2019, I thought I would catch more porch pirates, but I wasn't catching them. I was actually catching car thieves. We ended up having like a random group of people go through our neighborhood pulling on door handles and stealing cars. They didn't get our cars, but I did get a great description of them using the camera system. And right after I posted that video, Eufy reached out to me wanting to work with me. And I was so stoked because I really do believe in this brand. And I want to showcase brands to you guys that I do use on a regular basis. With that being said, this video is sponsored by Eufy. These are going to be my unbiased words on the all new Eufy solar wall light. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. This is the Eufy S120 solar wall light cam. This will be taking place of one of my Eufy Cam E's that I got back in 2019 that shoots in 1080p. The solar wall light pairs up to the same Eufy app with ease and has some much welcome features to help protect my bikes. Some of the features are a motion activated 300 lumen light that has a range of 26 feet, solar charging, IP65 waterproof rating, 2K resolution, color night vision, and installs in 5 minutes. Let's open it up. In the box, you'll get the solar wall light cam that has a sleek minimalistic design. On the top of the camera, you'll find solar panels that provide endless power with just 2 hours of sunlight per day. Front and center, you'll find your camera lens, the status light, with a motion sensor and microphone. Right below that is a diffuse light that pumps out 300 lumens. On the side, you'll find your speaker in order to communicate with individuals. In the rest of the box, you'll find a quick start guide and accessories box. Inside the accessories box, you'll find an anchor plate, screws, and a USB cable to attach a bigger solar panel if you want to. Now, when it comes to installing cameras here on my property, I try to make sure I have the widest field of view with the littlest blind spots as I possibly can. I have a camera right here on the corner of the house showing the entire backyard and my shed, and I also have one on the shed right here in the corner, the original Eufy setup facing the backyard towards the driveway, so I can see who's coming this way, and I can also see it from the house who's going towards the shed. Now, I want to retire that camera, and that's where the solar camera comes in. It's right there attached to the top of the door, and I've accumulated some footage over the past few weeks to give you guys a good representation of what to expect out of this camera. Now, let's get into how to set it up as well as how we can install it. Now, after you've found a location where you want to mount the solar wall light cam, you download the Eufy app if you haven't already. Select the plus sign by My Devices and you'll be prompted with several different camera configurations. Now select Wall Light Cam Battery. Next, select the home base you plan on connecting this device to. After that, you'll be prompted to scan the QR code on the back of the camera. After scanning the code, you will be prompted to connect the device to the Wi-Fi network. After connecting to the Wi-Fi network, you'll be prompted to press and hold the sync button for 5 seconds or until you hear a beep. After you hear the beep, a QR code will be generated and pop up on your phone to show to the solar wall light cam. After the camera recognizes the QR code, it will connect to the Wi-Fi.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Please wait. Setup was successful.
After the camera is connected to the Wi-Fi, you will be prompted to manage the power settings. The solar wall light cam comes default with optimal surveillance settings, but I changed mine to customized settings so I get the maximum amount of footage out of each interaction. After you select which setting you prefer, you'll be prompted to connect the device to a USB-C cable to charge fully before setting up. The next prompt will be mounting instructions, and things will pop up on the screen to tell you what to do and what not to do. Follow these instructions closely to get the most out of your solar wall light cam. Now let's install and review some of the footage. First, find a mounting location if you haven't already selected one. In my case, I ended up making a mounting block for the camera to attach to right above the shed doors. Before installing, you want to make sure that the solar panels have sun visibility all day. Next, line up the mounting plate and use the screws to mark the holes. Snugly drive each screw into the mounting plate, but still allowing some movement to make some adjustments before snugging tightly. Next, pull out your trusty level in order to make sure that your mounting plate is level before attaching the camera. When attaching the camera, make sure that the camera sits on the ledge of the mounting plate and is all lined up. After double checking that it's lined up, take out the small locking screw to be fitted on the underside of the camera, locking it into place on the mounting plate. After you're all done, take a step back and make sure that the camera is positioned to your liking. Now, let's review some footage.
Now we're able to check out the field of view and hear the audio right here. This is the middle of the day. The footage is crispiest point. The audio should be pretty good. The speaker on this is actually pretty decent as well, and you can hear individuals from pretty far away. Right now I'm about 20 feet away, 25 feet away, about 30 feet away. So the further back you get, obviously you won't really be able to hear the individuals as clearly, but the daytime footage is pretty crispy. With that being said, the speaker on this to be able to talk to somebody sounds just like this. This is what the speaker sounds like out of a solar wall light cam.
Now with the nighttime test, I did a back-to-back comparison between the night vision and the clear color night vision with spotlight. Now as you can tell here on the very first test with the clear color night vision, the light expands outwards as I go further outward, so it doesn't blow out the image when the person is really close. Now in my personal opinion, I prefer this over the night vision, but here's a comparison side by side showing the night vision to the clear color night vision. Now, other footage I accumulated was at a birthday party at my house. You can see the kids running around, having a good time. There isn't any color streaking going across the screen, and everybody is cleared and detailed throughout the entire image. Now, like I said before, I did change my power management settings to customize recording, allowing me to be able to customize it all the way out and get a longer clip length. I changed it to 60 seconds and the intervals between 60 seconds. I want to be able to make sure I get the maximum amount of clips whenever I get some type of detection. And with that being said, it says I have 88% battery right now, and when I click more details, it'll open straight up to the dashboard. The dashboard will show the battery trend, the solar charging, and the consumption. When I click on solar charging, it'll show exactly how much of the percentage of battery has been brought back due to solar charging, and then consumption shows my consumption throughout the period of time I've had this thing up. So that's the Eufy solar wall cam. It's a great way to protect my property, my bikes, and deter theft from ever happening. With that being said, I've got several different new Eufy products to feature here on the channel, so big shout out to Eufy for sponsoring this channel for as long as they have. With that being said, if you're interested in any of their products, click the link in the description below to be able to check them out. If you guys like this video, drop a like. If you'd love it, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.